phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad. I'm like, wow, what did I...
It's Madden NFL 24, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now it's second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Davis now to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. and let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's Eckler again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Charger 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Up the middle they go. Tucker. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert back to the air.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Flowers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drops.
There he goes left side.
He may go.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll be out of bounds. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And his kick is indeed good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Detroit traveling to Levi's Stadium to take on San Francisco. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. The Lions trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Mac Jones strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walsh. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walsh. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now Herbert following the turnover. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On first down, McLaughlin taken down at the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
The Chargers ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Herbert. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Once more, here's Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
His kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They run the counter. It's McLaughlin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And now off to the races down the right side.
That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns, 1:53 remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Escaping the... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Huskies have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
And they will take a knee here.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Los Angeles, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.